I am calling you to remain in this moment, for a great storm is drawing near to your life, and I do not want you to step into it while weary, careless, or unprepared. Do not turn away from my voice simply because your heart has grown too used to warnings being ignored. And do not think this is only a passing feeling that will fade on its own. There are moments in your life that carry the weight of a boundary, where one small decision can lead you into protection or draw you closer to things that never needed to happen. I am not speaking to make you afraid. I am speaking to awaken you. I have not come to weigh you down with worry. I have come to lift you out of a path that has been quietly leading you toward pain. If you feel within your heart a prompting telling you to stop, to listen carefully, to not keep walking as before, then know that this is not random. It is my mercy drawing you back before the strong winds rush in. Beloved child, I have whispered to you many times in silence. I have sent you very small signs, sudden pauses, unsettled feelings you once tried to push away, and doors that closed at the very moment you thought you were ready to walk through them. I gave you little windows through which you could glimpse what was forming. But there were times when you were too tired to recognize it, too worried to listen, or too accustomed to enduring that you thought the uneasiness in your heart was normal. Today, I am calling you more clearly, not because I have run out of patience with you, but because what lies ahead requires you to be more watchful than before. A storm does not always begin with thunder. Sometimes it begins with a very slight shift in the wind, with a heaviness in the heart, with small things that show the atmosphere around you has changed. I am still trying to rescue you, even when your heart has grown weary from waiting, from disappointment, and from the times when you thought perhaps you had hoped too much. I know you have gone through seasons when every day felt like a burden. I know you have cried in silence, begged to feel lighter, and wondered why you still had to stand in the middle of pressures that kept repeating without end. I know there were times when you felt invisible, as though no one saw your efforts, as though your prayers drifted into emptiness. But hear me, not one of your tears has been forgotten. Not one long night of yours has been outside my care, and not one sigh of yours is meaningless before me. Even when you see nothing moving, I am still working in places your eyes cannot reach. I did not create you to live forever under the weight of anxiety, fear, and disappointment. That has never been the good portion I prepared for you. You were not created to wake up every morning with a heavy heart, to lie down every night with restless thoughts, or to always feel as though you must fight everything alone. I placed within you the ability to stand firm, but I never wanted you to mistake strength for having to strain endlessly. I gave you perseverance, but I do not want that perseverance to become the habit of enduring things that should have been released. I am calling you out of the old cycle, out of the feeling of being pressed on every side, out of the belief that your life will only continue as seasons of delay and lack. A transfer is being prepared for you, and it is not only about money or the things your hands can hold. It is also about open paths, stability, support, the restoration of dignity, and the ability to enter a new season with a heart that trembles less. You prayed for a breakthrough, and I heard you. You longed to be released from the grip of lack, from the feeling of trying endlessly, yet still not moving forward, from pressures that made your heart heavy the moment you opened your eyes. I heard it all. But you must understand that true blessing does not come to feed pride or pull you away from me. True blessing comes so you may recognize my hand, so you may learn to manage with wisdom, and so you may know that fullness entrusted to a humble person becomes the foundation for many more good things. Yet, before you step into that, I must expose what is trying to obscure your path. There are traps around you covered with very ordinary appearances. There are people who seem close but do not truly desire to see you lifted up. There are words that sound like concern but sow doubt in your heart. There are opportunities that look very attractive on the outside but inwardly pull you away from peace. I saw these things before you did. I heard the words spoken behind closed doors. I saw the intentions hidden beneath smiles. I knew which paths would make you more exhausted instead of leading you into fresh life. Therefore, I am bringing hidden things into the light, not so that you will live in suspicion, but so you will no longer be led by falsehood. I am not only the one who created you, I am also the one who protects you. I know what belongs to you and what is only pretending to belong to you. I know what will lift you up and what will drain your strength little by little. This time, I am placing covering around your future. I am guarding the things I have planted within you from unclean hands, from words that weaken you, and from paths that make you trade your peace for temporary comfort. But you must also cooperate with that protection through obedience. I can warn you, but you need to stop. I can shine light, but you need to open your eyes. I can point out the dangerous door, but you need to decide not to walk through it. Do not let anything distract you from this truth. There are days when distraction does not come through something obviously bad, but through busyness, through the desire to prove yourself, through fear of missing out, through hurried promises, and through pressures that leave you no time to listen to me. You need to keep your heart watchful. Reconsider the places where you are placing your trust. Look closely at the relationships that constantly make you question your worth. Slow down before decisions that make your heart heavier. Step back from conversations that steal your peace. When you no longer feel clarity within yourself, do not force yourself forward simply because you fear losing an opportunity. What truly comes from me will not require you to lose yourself in order to keep it. I am placing my loving hands around your future. That does not mean you will never face challenges, but it does mean you do not have to face them alone. The storm may draw near, but it is not greater than my guidance. Schemes may be forming, but they cannot overcome my light. Delay may have made you weary, but it is not the final word over your life. I am preparing a way out, an opened path, and timely support so that you will not be swept into what has been set up to break you. What I need from you is attention, humility, and a willingness to listen, even when what I say does not at first sound like what you wanted to hear. So remain calm. Do not let this warning turn into fear, but let it become a lamp that lights your way. Let your heart soften before correction. Let your mind grow quiet so you can recognize wisdom. Release the things I have reminded you many times to leave behind. Close the doors that are taking away your peace. Keep close to what is pure, truthful, and draws you nearer to me. I am calling you not to punish you, but to rescue you, I am awakening you not to take away your joy, but to protect the good thing that is coming. If you listen, you will not only be kept from the storm, you will come out of this season with clearer eyes, a steadier heart, and faith rekindled in the care that never leaves you. I have seen all your tears, and every silent battle you have fought is being transformed by me into the foundation for the great thing I am building within you. Beloved child, do not think that what you have endured was only meaningless broken pieces scattered along the road. Not one night when you cried quietly has been forgotten. Not one time when you forced yourself to keep walking while your heart was tired went unseen by me. Not one wound you tried to hide has escaped my loving gaze. I counted every tear, heard every sigh, and knew every moment when you thought you no longer had the strength to stand again. And from the very places where you thought there was only pain, I am shaping within you a steadfastness, a depth of character, a patience, and a maturity you could not have gained without passing through the fire of testing. I have been teaching you how to receive blessing with a clean heart, not with a heart panicked by lack. I do not want you to enter abundance with trembling hands, as though every good thing could be stolen at any moment. I do not want you to receive what I give while still carrying old fear, still living like someone who must fight, prove themselves, and beg in desperation. You are called to walk as a child who knows they are loved, remembered, protected, and guided. That is why, before I place greater things into your hands, I have quietly cleansed within you the things that could cause you to lose them. I have taught you to release haste, lower pride, leave old habits, and learn to trust without needing to see the entire road ahead. The great number you are hearing is not only about money, it is a symbol of the deeper inheritance I have always wanted you to enter: restoration, support, redemption, provision, and a life no longer bound by the old. I can touch your finances, open new flows, release what has long been delayed, and bring opportunities you could not create by your own strength. But what I want you to understand is that my blessing does not only fill your hands, it also expands your heart, restores dignity, renews faith, and lifts you out of the mindset that you are always being left behind. I do not only want you to have more, I want you to become more whole. I do not only want you to escape outward lack, I want you to be freed from the sense of lack that has taken root deep within your heart. Your name has not been forgotten in holy places. You are not a voice lost in the void, nor are you a child left on the margins of my plan. I know you. I call you with love. I remember the prayers you spoke in silence, the times when you wanted to give up but still tried to hold on to a spark of hope, and the things you lost that you never fully told anyone about. And when you begin to awaken, when you begin to understand that you were not created to keep bowing your head in fear, darkness can no longer remain at ease as before. Your awakening makes the things that once wanted to bind you tremble, not because you are strong according to the world's measure, but because my light is rising within you. When you return closer to me, when you believe again, when you choose to stand in truth, the direction of your life begins to change. This is not the time for you to ignore me, nor is this the hour for you to turn your eyes elsewhere. There is something I am shielding you from that is closer than you think. But the miracle I am ready to open for you is just as near. You are standing before a spiritual boundary, where one choice may pull you back into old cycles. But one act of obedience can also open a new flow. Do not take this moment lightly. Do not let weariness cause you to lose alertness. Do not let old words of doubt convince you that nothing will ever change. I am still here. I am still calling you. I am still reaching out my hand, not to frighten you, but to draw you away from the things that could wound you and bring you closer to what I have prepared. Every second you stand in hesitation, things that do not belong to the light try to slip in through small openings, a discouraging thought, an old habit, a voice that sows doubt, a distraction that seems harmless but pulls you away from watchfulness. But if you remain close to me, if you listen, if you allow your heart to be aligned with my guidance, nothing sent to destroy you can have the final authority over your life. That is my promise to you, not because you have never been weak, not because you have never made mistakes, but because my love is greater than what opposes you. What once wanted to make you stumble will not be able to win if you stand under my covering and walk according to my voice. You asked me to come and help you, and this word is part of my answer. I do not always come through thunder, through radiant signs, or through things that make the whole world take notice. Many times, I come through an urgent reminder, through a prompting in the heart, through a moment that makes you stop and realize that I am still speaking. I do not need noise to prove my presence. I can come in silence. Yet, that silence still carries power. I can come in gentleness. Yet that gentleness is strong enough to change the direction of your path. I do not want to see you stumble into a place you have already been warned about. That is why I continue to speak, even when you have ignored me before. That is why I keep knocking, even when you have closed the door many times because you were tired, doubtful, or afraid to change. I am commanding the messengers assigned to you to bring back the things that were once blocked, the things that were once delayed, and the blessings that were once hidden from your sight. You are not late. You are standing right at the edge of something greater than you can describe. But this warning also carries weight. If you keep turning away, keep taking it lightly, and keep letting distraction pull you away, you may miss the awareness needed to step into it fully. I am holding back what could harm you, but I am not calling you so you can remain in indifference forever. Stay close to me. Listen. Change direction when I show you. Release what I tell you to release. Step into obedience. Because obedience does not take away your freedom. It unlocks what I have prepared. Everything you once cried out for has not been forgotten. Your breakthrough will come in a way that cannot be denied. Not so that you may become proud, but so that you may know I am faithful. The voices that once belittled you will grow silent before the restoration I bring. The things that once stood against you will lose their power when you stand firm in my light. Your life will no longer be the same when you truly allow me to lead. Because I do not only change circumstances, I also change how you see yourself, how you choose, how you guard blessing, and how you walk in purpose. I do this not because you are perfect, but because I love you deeply. I loved you when you were weak, when you were confused, when you doubted, and when you thought you were no longer worthy of being called by name. You are standing at a spiritual crossroads. One path pulls you toward exhaustion, toward old habits, toward choices that once wounded you. The other path leads you into the fullness I have prepared, where restoration touches not only finances, but also your peace, strength, relationships, and faith. I have opened the treasury of grace, prepared provision, and arranged what must come at the right time. But that door is waiting for a heart that knows how to listen and feet that know how to obey. Do not let today become the day you turn away from what could have brought you into protection and blessing. Respond to me with faith, with watchfulness, with a sincere decision that you will no longer live carelessly. I am near you. I am calling you, and my love is still opening before you like a shining door. You have been chosen, marked by my love. And every time you rush towards something that could harm you, there has always been a deep reminder within you crying out for you to stop. Beloved child, the discomfort you feel, the quiet uneasiness pressing heavily upon your heart, the waves of anxiety that make your chest feel tight, all of it is not simply because life is too harsh or because you are tired. Some feelings appear because I am touching you, awakening you, reminding you that you were not created to keep walking on a path that takes you away from peace. Within you, there is an awareness that has spoken many times, but you have tried to ignore it, explain it away, and push it aside with familiar noise. You told yourself that things were not serious yet, that you were still in control, that you would come back later. But I see what you do not want to admit. You need to be repositioned before small things become greater chains. I am drawing you back. Even when the weak part of you still tries to resist, there are things you know are not good for you. Yet you still find reasons to stay close to them. There are habits that have taken away your clarity, yet you still call them a way to temporarily forget. There are choices that make your heart lose peace, yet you still convince yourself that you have no other path. You cannot continue living this way forever, not because I am impatient with you, but because I love you too deeply to watch you lose yourself piece by piece. The distance between you and me has grown not because I left you, but because you allowed distraction, self-satisfaction, old pain, and fleeting desires to pull your heart away from the place where you once found light. You know this. Your heart has known it for a long time. The joy within you slowly faded. The clarity you once had became clouded. And the strength you thought you still possessed suddenly became fragile, not because I abandoned you, but because you turned your back on the source of your peace. This message is not only a warning, beloved child, it is a rescue. I do not come to make you tremble under condemnation, but neither do I come to caress what is misaligned and let you continue into danger. I am a merciful Father, but my love is not indifferent. I love you with a love that knows how to stop you when you are walking near the edge. I love you with a love that dares to speak the truth when gentle words are no longer enough to awaken you. My severity is not like the blind anger of human beings. It is not born from bitterness. It does not seek to crush you, and it does not try to shame you. It is righteousness burning with mercy, burning to purify what is defiling you, burning to correct what has gone astray. burning to protect the precious thing I have placed within you from being consumed by what is unworthy. But you must respond. You must turn back. You must stop delaying what your heart has been reminded of so many times. Your next step is no longer a small thing that can be taken lightly. It will move you toward restoration or pull you deeper into decline. There are seasons when I patiently allow you to learn slowly. But there are also moments when you can no longer keep standing between two paths. The blurry boundary you once used to comfort yourself is no longer there. You cannot want to hold on to darkness while asking for light to cover you. You cannot pray for peace while continuing to feed the very things that break that peace. You cannot want to be guided while repeatedly ignoring the signs I place before you. Now, you must choose, not with empty words, but with a true return in the way you live, the way you listen, and the way you lay down what must be laid down. I love you too much to leave you in error. I see you too clearly for you to continue hiding behind familiar excuses. You can hide from others. Make them believe that you are still fine, still strong, still know what you are doing. But before me, everything is clear. I see the weariness behind your resistance. I see the pain behind your rushed choices. I see the loneliness behind the things you cling to. I see my beloved child trying to find rest in places that cannot give true rest. Therefore, I come to you, not to punish you, but to call you back to what you belong to. I come to reclaim the right to love, preserve, and guide you, because you were not created to be overtaken by lesser things. There is more value within you than you realize. There is purpose living inside you. There is a great destiny tied to your journey. There are gifts, abilities, testimonies, and fruitful seasons that you have not yet entered. Your life is too precious to be thrown away for temporary pleasures, for a careless moment of rebellion, for a habit you refuse to cut off, or for a stubbornness that only leaves emptiness in the end. I do not see you according to your present mistakes. I see you according to what I placed within you from the beginning. I see you in restoration, in clarity, in strength, and in freedom. That is why I will not stand still and watch you harm yourself without fighting to draw you back. I will knock on your heart. I will make you uneasy before what is wrong. I will send reminders. I will place obstacles on paths that do not belong to you. I will allow temporary things to lose their appeal, so you may realize that what you are searching for is not found there. You need to know what you are risking if you continue to ignore this call. You are not merely risking a bad day, a stressful period, or a few heavy emotions that will eventually pass. You are risking spiritual stagnation, where your heart gradually loses sensitivity to what is good. You are risking doors once opened for you that may close because you keep walking in the wrong direction. You are risking the healthy connections I want to bring, while allowing wrong attachments to take their place. You are risking your protection when you insist on stepping into places I have warned you many times not to enter. I do not say this to terrify you, but so you may understand the seriousness of this moment. There are things that, if stopped early, become only a lesson, but if you continue prolonging them, they can become a burden that takes much longer to escape. So, beloved child, return. Do not wait until everything falls apart before you name the truth. Do not wait until your peace has been fully taken before realizing that My voice was once very near. Do not wait until the door closes before regretting that you could have chosen differently. I am still calling you, and within that call there is still mercy. If I am still awakening you, it means there is still an opportunity for you to return. If your heart still aches before what is wrong, it means the awareness within you has not gone numb. If you still feel the pull toward me, it means I am still holding you with enduring love. Lay down your resistance. Stop defending what is wearing you down. Let me wash away the confusion. Rebuild your clarity. Restore your joy, and bring you back to the path of peace. I am not asking you to return in perfection. I only want you to return in truth. Come to me with an uncovered heart, with a sincere confession that you have gone far, that you need help, and that you do not want to continue living in this cycle anymore. I will not push you away. I will not use your past to crush you. I will use truth to set you free, love to lift you up, and wisdom to lead you step by step out of the place you thought you could not leave. You are chosen, loved, and called back. And what I placed within you is still too precious to be swallowed by darkness. Listen now. Turn back now. Choose life. Choose light. Choose me. For in that return, you will find again the peace, strength, and purpose you thought you had lost long ago. This is not a small, passing blessing, nor is it temporary help that is only enough for you to breathe a little easier for a moment. What I am preparing for you goes much deeper than delayed money or a few outward changes that make you rejoice briefly before returning to old worries. I am leading you into a greater release, where lack is no longer permitted to rule your thoughts, where old cycles are broken, and where the pressures that once weighed heavily upon your home begin to be removed layer by layer. Beloved child, I have seen the months and days when you tried to stand firm while everything around you seemed to want to pull you down. I heard the words you whispered in the night. I saw the moments when you still chose to give thanks, even though your hands did not yet hold the answer. I saw you continue to believe even when your circumstances refused to move. Not one act of your faithfulness has been forgotten before me, and not one tear that fell in silence has gone unkept by me. That is why I am calling your name in my divine arrangement, not to display you before fear, but to declare that the long season of endurance has no right to define your entire life. Your home, your family, the needs you once kept hidden, and the burdens you tried to manage on your own are all being placed by me under the light of restoration. You thought some things were too late, but in my hands, timing is never the enemy of blessing. You thought some doors had been locked for too long, but when I stretch out my hand to open them, no delay can stand forever before what I have appointed. The abundance I bring is not only meant to fill your hands, but also to renew the way you walk, soothe the anxieties that have clung to you for too long, and restore your faith that I am still caring for every detail of your life.